chapter 8 it is. Who will define cell for me? Cell. हाँ जी बेटा.
The basic and the structural unit of life is called.
It is called as the structural and functional unit of life. Structural and functional unit of. Who discovered cell for the first time?
Robert
It was Robert Hooke. What did he observe the cells where? In the. He observed the cork cells. And what did it look like? Honeycomb structure. ठीक है ना? It looked like a honeycomb structure. When we are talking about cell, we are talking about cell shape. We are talking about cell size, and we are talking about number of cells. Right? So let's take up one. When we talk about the shape of the cell, we know that different organisms have different types of cells, different shapes of cells. For this, we have already studied on page number 92. Look at the structure of the cell. The shape of the cell can be a very long cell, as in case of nerve cell. It can be round, as in case of an RBC. It can be spindle shaped, as in case of muscle cell. And these are only few examples. Different organisms have different shapes of cells. And that shape of an individual cell, we know that cells are microscopic. We cannot see them with our naked eyes. So these shapes, different shapes of the cells which are making an organism, will definitely not decide the shape of the whole organism. Because in a single organism, there can be different shapes of cells present, which is constituting an organism. Next is cell size. When we talk about size, which is the smallest cell? The smallest cell. No? Hanji?
In world there is mycoplasma.
Mycoplasma. Bacterial cell is the smallest cell. And the largest cell? Egg of an ostrich is the largest cell. Okay. Next comes the number of cells. When we talk about number of cells, we talk about how many cells are present. That means the size of the cell will not decide the size of the organism. Do you understand this? It is the number of the cell. When we compare a small organism, maybe like a small rat, with a bigger animal, maybe a dog or an elephant, it is not the size of the cell which will decide the size of the organism. In fact, it is the number of the cells which will decide the size of the organism. That means a smaller organism will have a smaller number of cells, and a larger organism will have larger number of cells. Alright? Okay. After doing this, we have to know the next part of the chapter. What we have to deal is the three important components of the cell. तीन important components जो कि सभी cells में present होते हैं. Those are, the first one is cell membrane. Second is cytoplasm. And third is nucleus. These are the three parts of the cells which are present in every kind of cell. Let us discuss each. Cell membrane. Cell membrane is the outermost membrane. It is the outermost membrane of any cell. Now we know it that it is the outermost membrane in case of animal cell, not in case of प्लांट सेल. ठीक है, प्लांट सेल के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. दूसरा इसका मेन फंक्शन क्या है? इट प्रोवाइड्स प्रोटेक्शन. इट इज द वन विच इज सेपरेटिंग वन सेल फ्रॉम अदर. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट इज इट्स कैरेक्टरिस्टिक? बेसिक जो स्ट्रक्चर है सेल मेम्ब्रेन का, इट इज पोरस. पोरस मीन्स talking about, this is the cell membrane. It has holes present in it, and these pores allow the movement of substances in and out of the cell. Do all the substances move in and out of the cell?
No.
through the cell membrane? That means what? No means what?
Only selective.
Only selective. So very important characteristic of cell membrane that it is selectively permeable. Selectively permeable का मतलब क्या है बेटा जी? One by one. हाँ जी प्रथम. Only selective things can move in and out of the cells. Not all the things can move in and out of the cells. So cell membrane is selectively permeable in nature. All right. Another name for cell membrane? Plasma membrane. समझ आई बात बेटा जसकरण? प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन भी सेल मेम्ब्रेन का ही एक और नाम है. Cell membrane is outermost membrane in case of all the animal cells. For at your class you have to know this. In case of plant cells, there is an additional membrane present outside the cell membrane, which is termed as cell wall. अब cell wall plants के केस में outermost membrane है. Plant cells have cell membrane also. लेकिन सेल मेम्ब्रेन के बाहर एक एक्स्ट्रा प्रोटेक्टिव कवरिंग है विच इज टर्म्ड एज सेल वॉल. व्हाई डू यू थिंक प्लांट सेल्स नीड अनदर?
From the layer of protection more for plants because they stand at like one place to be protection from air, like water and all.
Do animals don't need protection from air, water and all? Don't we need it?
They can move or they can move and adjust.
This is the reason. Very good. Plant cells are fixed. Not plant cells. Plants are fixed. They are rooted. Animals को अगर protection चाहिए, protection against what? Against unfavorable environmental conditions. Unfavorable environmental conditions का क्या मतलब है? It can be harsh winds. It can be low temperature. It can be very high temperature. It can be strong winds. It can be extreme moisture. तो अगर ऐसी कोई भी condition है तो animals can move away and protect themselves. They are mobile. But can plants do the same? No. Plants are rooted. तो जो भी environmental condition होगी उनको वो face करनी पड़ेगी. और इसीलिए by nature they have an extra protection in the term of cell wall. Cell wall जो होती है बहुत rigid है, protective covering है. It is rigid and it is providing an extra protection. It is also giving a shape to the cell at the same time. Because of its rigidity, it is also providing a definite shape to the cell. And it is also fully permeable because it knows there is inner membrane which is going to do the selection of the material which will move in and out of the cell. So that completes cell wall and cell membrane. The second one comes is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the jelly-like substance. If we are drawing a typical cell, and if this is the cell membrane, so if we are drawing a typical cell, the outermost membrane would be cell membrane and the jelly-like substance which is present inner to the cell membrane is the cytoplasm. अब cytoplasm जो है, it is the site where all the metabolic activities for this particular cell will occur there. And in addition to a nucleus, this is the nucleus, centrally placed round body, जो कि nucleus है. There are certain cell organelles which are also suspended inside the cytoplasm. This is mitochondria. Then there are certain plastids, which is chloroplast in case of plant cells. ठीक है? There are certain other organelles which are also suspended inside the cytoplasm. Clear? The third important part of any cell is the nucleus. Nucleus is a rounded body which is present essentially for most of the cells. It is present in the center. And now to know what is the role of the nucleus. Nucleus जो है, it is also called as the brain of the cell. Why is it called the brain of the cell? It controls all the metabolic activities. जितनी भी एक्टिविटीज हो रही है उनको कंट्रोल कौन कर रहा है? न्यूक्लियस कंट्रोल कर रहा है. अब न्यूक्लियस का स्ट्रक्चर जब हम स्टडी करते हैं तो न्यूक्लियस जो है इट इज हैविंग अ मेम्ब्रेन. न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन भी पोरस है. दिस इज टर्म्ड एज द न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन एंड न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन जो है वो भी पोरस है. ठीक है. पोरस मीन्स इट ऑल्सो अलाउज सर्टन थिंग्स टू मूव इन एंड आउट ऑफ द न्यूक्लियस एंड द साइटोप्लाज्म. इन केस ऑफ प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है. प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन में कंटेंट्स वर मूविंग इनटू द सेल एंड टू द सराउंडिंग्स. In case of nuclear membrane, the contents are moving from the nucleus to the cytoplasm and inwards. Clear? Nuclear membrane के साथ साथ में there is a small rounded body which is present inside the nucleus, which is termed as nucleolus. And then there are certain thread-like structures which are present inside the nucleus. These are termed as chromosomes. शाबाश. It is called chromosomes और chromatin material. अब chromosomes जो है they are called as they are the ones which are carrying the information. They are carrying the information for the inheritance. That means these chromosomes have genes over them, and these genes are carrying information in the terms of DNA, coded message in the form of DNA for all the characters which are being passed from one generation to the next. What is the full form of DNA? Deoxyribonucleic acid. Alright? So these are the function of nucleus. So we have talked about the three important inherent part of all the cells. One is cell membrane, second is cytoplasm, and third is nucleus. In addition to these three. Acha, before we proceed with the further one, based on the type of nucleus present. हम जब nucleus की बात कर रहे हैं, we are talking about nuclear membrane. We are talking about a definite nucleus. So animals or organisms can be divided into two categories. One is eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Shabash. Can anyone give me example for prokaryotes? Why are we calling them as prokaryotes?
Because they don't have a very defined nucleus.
एक बच्चा at a time बोले. Case of prokaryote cells या prokaryotic organisms do not have a well-defined nucleus. Well-defined nucleus का क्या मतलब है? Do not have a nucleus which has a nuclear membrane around it. तो वहां पर जो न्यूक्लियर मटेरियल होता है वो स्कैटर्ड होता है. स्कैटर्ड इन द साइटोप्लाज्म, एंड इफ इट इज स्कैटर्ड इन द साइटोप्लाज्म उसको टर्म दिया जाता है न्यूक्लियोइड. और उनके एग्जाम्पल क्या है? सिर्फ दो ही तरह के ऑर्गेनिज्म. दैट वन इज ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गे एंड द सेकेंड वन इज बैक्टीरिया. सिर्फ यही प्रोकैरियोट्स हैं. इनके अलावा जितने भी ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं दे ऑल हैव यूकैरियोटिक सेल्स. व्हाट आर यूकैरियोटिक सेल्स नियति? यूकैरियोटिक सेल्स, not Gurleen, do you know?
They have well organized nucleus.
Very good. All those organisms which have cells with well-defined nucleus are termed as eukaryotes, or those cells are called as eukaryotic cells. तो एग्जाम्पल पीयूष आपको दे सकते हैं यूकैरियोटिक का?
cheek cells, onion cells.
बिल्कुल ठीक है. चीक सेल्स इन केस ऑफ ह्यूमन बींग्स वी आर टॉकिंग. Onion cells in the case of plants we are talking. That means we are talking about all the cells of all the organisms other than blue-green algae and bacteria. इसमें आप कोई भी एग्जाम्पल दे सकते हैं. You can give examples of cells of human beings. You can give cells of a tree, a mango tree, a rose plant. कोई भी आप दे सकते हैं. ठीक है? Except for blue-green algae and bacteria. Clear to all of you? Okay. Once we are through with these three parts, what we have to know next is that are there anything else present in a typical cell? What we have talked here, these are termed as the other smaller parts which are suspended in the cytoplasm are termed as cell organelles. And these cell organelles are what we have to study in class 8. The first one is mitochondria. Mitochondria is also called as powerhouse of the cell. Shabash. It is called as powerhouse of cell. पावर हाउस ऑफ सेल इसको क्यों कहते हैं हम? ATP. ATP is called as the energy currency of the cell. It is called as the energy currency of the cell. What is the full form of ATP?
Triphosphate.
Adenosine triphosphate. Whenever cell needs energy, it is supplied and it is stored in the form of ATP in the mitochondria. समझ आई बात? So all cells have this also. Second one is plastids. Second cell organelle what we have to study is plastids. Plastids are bodies, smaller bodies which are found only exclusively in plant cells. Found only in plant cells. They are lacking in animal cells. Plastids तीन तरह के हैं. First one is chloroplast. Second is chromoplast. And third one is leucoplast. Chloroplast are providing green color. Green color in the form of chlorophyll. Shabash. And what is the function? What is the role of chlorophyll in plants? Provides green color. And anything else? Essential for photosynthesis. Other than green color, plants also have fruits and flowers which are not of green color. They are of yellow, orange, blue, pink, any other color, purple, and that is provided by chromoplast. Provides color to fruits and flowers, my dear. And leucoplast जो है it is colorless and it is main function is storage. The third cell organelle what we have to study is vacuoles. Alright, vacuoles are sac-like bodies which are present, empty sac-like bodies which are present again in plant cells exclusively. Not exclusively, will not call them exclusively. They are also present in animal cells, but they are very prominent in case of plant cells. इतने prominent होते हैं, they are mostly occupying the whole of the space. When we are drawing the typical plant cells, it is occupying the whole of the space inside the plant cell, and so as to have न्यूक्लियस को भी वो साइड में पेरिफेरी में पुश कर देते हैं. साइटोप्लाज्म एंड ऑल द अदर कंटेंट्स आर पुश्ड ऑन टू द साइड बाय दिस वैक्यूल. दिस इज द वैक्यूल. सो इन केस ऑफ प्लांट सेल्स, vacuoles are present which are large in size. They may be one or two, but they are very large in size. They are so large that they push the contents and the nucleus to the side. एनिमल सेल्स में अगर वैक्यूल प्रेजेंट होंगे तो दे विल बी लार्ज इन नंबर बट दे विल बी वेरी स्मॉल इन साइज. इन केस ऑफ प्लांट सेल्स दे विल बी लेस इन नंबर बट दे विल बी लार्ज इन साइज. नाउ बेस्ड ऑन दैट इज ऑल फॉर चैप्टर 7. अब हमने प्लांट सेल और एनिमल सेल दोनों के बारे में पढ़ लिया. टिपिकल प्लांट एंड एनिमल सेल. कैन एनीवन डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन द टू? The first difference between plant and animal cell? हाँ जी बेटा सारे.
But animal cells don't have cell wall.
Very good. Animal cells do not have cell wall, but plant cells have cell wall. Any other difference? हाँ जी.
Animal cells don't have chloroplast.
They don't have plastids. Animal cells do not have plastids, but plastids are present in plant cells. हाँ जी बेटा.
Monthly vacuoles in animal cells are less in size, are smaller in size than that of the plant.
बिल्कुल ठीक. Vacuoles in plant cells are very large in size and maybe one or two, but in animals they may be large in number, but they are present in smaller in size. Any other difference between plant and animal cell? हाँ जी. Very good. The last difference, the location of the nucleus. In case of plant cells, the nucleus is present on the one side. It is present in periphery, but in case of animal cell, it is present essentially in the center. Clear? So these are the differences. हाँ जी बेटा. Any other thing?
Chromosomes are absent in plant cells.
Oh my God. Chromosomes अगर absent होंगे तो हम लोग chromosomes दोनों में में प्रेजेंट है बेटा जी, दोनों में प्रेजेंट। आप कंफ्यूज हो रहे हैं बिटवीन सेंट्रियोल्स एंड क्रोमोसोम्स। क्रोमोसोम्स आर इनहेरेंट पार्ट ऑफ ऑल द, जब न्यूक्लियस प्रेजेंट है, जब न्यूक्लियस दोनों में प्रेजेंट है तो क्रोमोसोम्स भी प्रेजेंट है। आप कंफ्यूज हो गए थोड़ी सी। क्रोमोसोम्स आर नॉट, क्रोमोसोम सभी में प्रेजेंट है, ठीक है, इट इज नॉट अ डिफरेंस। सो दैट इज ऑल फॉर चैप्टर सेल। ऑलराइट, यू हैव टू रिवाइज